Please subscribe my channel. I never stepped into that cozy coffee shop anticipating a devastating blow to my sense of value. It was a calm Tuesday afternoon in Seattle, with rain gently drumming against the glass panes as if eager to escape. Emily sat opposite me, her fingers tightly clutching a cup of coffee she hadn't even sipped. For weeks, we'd been dancing around the same heavy discussion, the type where the outcome feels sealed long before anyone speaks up. My name is Ethan, 36 years old. I construct durable structures for my career. Nothing extravagant, just reliable craftsmanship that stands the test of time. I always thought partnerships operated similarly. You commit fully, you pay attention, you repair whatever gets damaged. Emily once told me my dependability gave her a profound sense of security. She used to light up with a genuine grin whenever she said my name. But on that day, her expression stayed blank. She gazed beyond me, lost in the downpour outside, and declared, if I had the chance to start over, I wouldn't pick you. Her tone wasn't furious or theatrical. It was simply conclusive, like the end of a chapter. Those words hung in the air, heavy and immovable, piercing straight through me. I thought about pushing back, recounting our shared history, those spontaneous weekend getaways, our deep conversations into the night, how I memorized her favorite latte order effortlessly. But in that instant, a profound shift occurred within me, like a switch flipping. It dawned on me that I'd been desperately trying out for a part in her life that she'd already given to someone else. Does this painful experience ring true for you too? Smash that like button to spread it to others facing similar heartbreak. They might find solace here. I met her gaze and simply nodded. No dramatic monologue, no pleading questions. I rose from my seat, neatly tucked in the chair, and exited without a word. The little bell above the entrance rang out, casual and uncaring. Stepping outdoors, the fresh scent of rain washed over everything. I strolled for miles until the tightness in my chest eased and the chaos in my thoughts faded away. Many assume walking away involves explosive outbursts, slammed doors, shouted arguments, but often it's profoundly silent because the real fight concluded ages ago. I reflected on that pivotal exchange, not to punish myself, but to truly grasp its meaning. She never claimed to despise me. She simply said she wouldn't select me again. And that's a world of difference, one that cuts deeper yet liberates in unexpected ways. Emily and I connected through mutual acquaintances. She possessed a sharp humor and genuine warmth, the sort that brightened any gathering instantly. I was the dependable type who never forgot special dates and always arrived ahead of schedule. For a good stretch, we complemented each other perfectly. Then, gradually, things changed. My reliability turned predictable in her eyes. Her sense of adventure morphed into emotional withdrawal. I kept making adjustments, convinced that persistence equaled true affection. What would your reaction have been in that raw, vulnerable instant? Let me know in the comments. Your insights could help so many. As I departed the coffee shop, my phone vibrated. A message from Lucas, my little brother. You holding up okay? I hadn't shared a thing with him. Siblings just intuitively pick up on these shifts. I replied, I've stopped forcing myself to be someone's option. It felt raw and real. That evening, I drifted into sleep without mentally rehearsing endless what-if scenarios. No more negotiating in my mind. No daydreams of winning her over, just pure, restorative peace. The following day, I appreciated the serene stillness of my apartment. It wasn't empty or isolating. It felt spacious, full of possibility. That's when it hit me. True self-worth isn't about convincing someone to stay. It's about declining to plead for their affection. Type silence in the comments if you've discovered that stepping away quietly can be an incredible display of inner power. In the coming weeks, I reconstructed my daily habits. Early workouts at the gym, concentrated effort at my job, meaningful meals with pals I'd sidelined for too long. I harbored no bitterness toward Emily. I didn't twist our past into something ugly. I just embraced the reality she offered and trusted it from the start. If these words touch your soul, pass this along to a friend battling to release a toxic tie. Sharing healing narratives multiplies their reach and impact. One night, Emily reached out by phone. Her tone wavered with uncertainty. She wondered if we could meet to chat. I stayed composed as I listened, then gently replied, no. It stemmed not from resentment, but from a deep respect for myself. Hanging up, I felt an incredible lightness, freer than I'd been in ages. From your own journey, do you see closure as a gift others bestow, or something we courageously claim for ourselves? Dive into the conversation down below. My resilience built steadily, one day at a time, as I realized true tranquility doesn't depend on anyone's approval. I discovered that feeling truly selected begins with prioritizing your own heart, even in the quietest ways. If this tale moved you deeply, like the video, share one single word in the comments describing your emotions, and subscribe for additional inspiring accounts of self-respect, healthy limits, and fresh beginnings. My mornings reclaim their magic. Sipping coffee on the balcony, watching Seattle stir to life below, with a gentle wind sweeping away remnants of another person's decisions. I no longer longed for Emily, not truly. What I missed was the potential we that never fully bloomed, now just a faded photograph I could admire without aching. I reconnected with longtime buddies I drifted from. Jordan, my college pal, suggested a weekend trek in the mountains. Genuine laughter rang out among the pines, effortless and joyful. It struck me how heavily I'd been burdened, how much emotional silence burdens you when filled with another's apathy. Tell us in the comments about your personal moment of subtle awakening. Opening up often unravels those inner tangles. On the job site, my assignments gained sharper clarity. I caught nuances I'd previously missed. Customers praised my meticulous work. Team members admired my steady demeanor. It felt surreal to receive that mirrored admiration, especially since I no longer sought it desperately in my personal life. The truth crystallized. Dedication counts, but only when appreciated by those who truly see you. One afternoon, I bumped into Emily at a shared friend celebration in Portland. She appeared familiar yet somehow more refined, deliberately put together. I offered a courteous hello, keeping things neutral, and she responded with a quick smile. No regrets expressed, no clarifications given, nothing to dissect further. That brief encounter served as a simple period at the end of our sentence, not the whole paragraph. I recalled her coffee shop statement, "I wouldn't choose you again." What once wounded like a knife now guided like a beacon, steering me from complacency toward genuine growth. I saw that departing wasn't truly about turning my back on her. It was about fully embracing who I am. Hit like if you've ever released someone in silence to safeguard your inner calm. Help this message touch those craving similar bravery. Daily life regained its vibrant flow. Impromptu outings, casual lunches with companions, independent drives along the Oregon coast, nights immersed in books I'd set aside. Liberation wasn't dramatic or defiant. It was consistent, much like the solid foundations I build professionally. Some evenings, reflections on alternate paths surfaced. I didn't linger or contact her. I let them drift by like passing clouds in a vast blue sky. In those reflective times, I grasped that affection can sometimes create an empty space, allowing room for the fulfilling existence you truly merit. Type choice in the comments if you believe honoring yourself frequently involves departing before others even notice. Time marched on, weeks blending into months. I encountered someone special, Mia. She wasn't a substitute. She was a true partner who cherished the authentic me I'd finally owned. Our talk sparked naturally. Her smiles came freely without calculation. Moments shared felt balanced, reciprocal, never lopsided. For the first time in so long, closeness seemed equal and effortless. Emily's echo faded to occasional whispers, but without any sting. That era ended softly, yielding valuable insights and a newfound confidence in my own value. I recognized how unevenly I'd poured energy into earning her selection, while expecting so little back. That once lopsided scale now tipped toward my well-being. Forward this to anyone needing reassurance that quiet words, or none at all, can declare more powerfully than any outburst. In routine moments, modest triumphs strengthened my assurance. I handled difficulties with composure, expressed myself without rage, and derived joy from consistency over external praise. Those close to me commented, "You look so much brighter." Indeed, unburdened from feeling invisible. Lighter because I finally valued the person who counts most, myself. Now and then I caught up with Lucas, my brother, and we'd chuckle over my initial solitary days. He affirmed that selecting myself wasn't egocentric, it was essential. He stressed that worthiness isn't bartered, it's an internal truth. In that mindset, I flourished. Share below how you've rediscovered your power after someone failed to appreciate you. Let's spark a meaningful dialogue on self-honoring and subtle empowerment. Reflecting now, I see her declaration as both a deep cut and an unexpected blessing. She closed our shared story, unknowingly launching my own vibrant one. I no longer required consent to embrace life wholly. I didn't seek validation for joy, and I absolutely didn't rely on another's decision to affirm my significance. If this narrative sparked inspiration within you, tap like, leave your reflections in the comments, and subscribe for further tales exploring limits, self-worth, and empowered renewals. Each piece here echoes that departing without fanfare can echo as the most powerful affirmation of resilience. Today I move forward with firm footing, sharp vision, and profound serenity in my heart. Quiet no longer weighs me down. It feels purposeful, chosen, and empowering. Some declare their decisions boldly, others do so softly. I embrace both, quietly stepping back and vibrantly stepping into the existence I truly craved.